Yes, what you said.
Hello. That's all I can do.
Well, you can probably
I'm not going to talk very Brenda Vacara today.
Very Brenda Vacara.
And I'm not going to talk very much because it actually hurts. And I have to auction boys off tonight.
Well, girl, can you please explain why you have such a lowy, horsey voice?
Because people tried to kill me on Monday night. They totally tried to make sure that I never had another birthday.
That's right. It was your
my birthday on Monday, and it was my party on Monday night, and it was epic.
Well,
epic.
I will say we did come. We came to support and see you.
Yes.
And then I had to leave because I was like, no, no, girl. This shit could go on all night long.
And it did.
And apparently it did.
It did.
And Donald did go, and he blamed you for everything.
I've been getting blamed for a lot of stuff, but I don't think I can get blamed for all of the stuff that I'm getting blamed for because at parts, I had nothing to do with it. I didn't know what was going on. Steve Rock, finally, he called me the next day, and he's like, he left a message, because obviously I couldn't talk, and he was like, he goes, I saw that you were well on your way, and so I just went ahead and left, and I'm like, well, I arrived. I had arrived.
Well, I mean, first of all, it was a crazy night there. When we got there, there was some thing going on.
The Straights.
The Straights, yes.
The Straight,
everybody,
running league.
Yeah, the running people, and they like.
And all the people that were in the, that were in the show were all straight.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How wonderful. Was the one that had the I Love Dick underwear on?
He was straight.
He in the show?
He was straight. Yes. They were all straight.
Well, I see. I'm surprised you can remember all
that. That one straight guy, he just really wanted me to play with his personality.
Well, he was kind of sort of in drag. He figured, what could it hurt? Yeah, that was a crazy night. I was surprised that you even had a show, because I heard that you gave a very lengthy speech.
I did give a speech at the end.
And then apparently
I cried.
Christina gave a speech.
Yeah.
And then maybe Paris spoke a little bit.
Paris spoke a little bit. And there was all sorts of people there. I mean, it was crazy packed.
It was crazy packed.
It was crazy packed.
I had my friend Richard meet me there so we could have a drink and celebrate your birthday, and I was like, she'll never know that we left. Let's just go.
Producer Joey and Leo came down, and I saw them for a minute, and Leo called me the other day and goes, you know, I was there. I go, I think I saw you.
Yeah, for the first time in ages.
And there are pictures all over Facebook, and my mom said to me, she called and she goes, I unfriended you on Facebook.
I unfriended you. Well, that's a good thing. I won't friend my mom.
Beeping. What?
I won't friend my mom. She has sent me numerous friend requests, and I will not let her. You can be on this page, Mom. You can't be on my main page.
It was bad, but it was fun.
Well, I'm
and then we went and tore up PAX.
Oh, so you did actually leave the bar early enough to make it to PAX?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And then we closed PAX.
And then you closed PAX. Which is probably where your voice was left.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Tuesday, were you able to talk?
Oh, no. Can we just talk about how hungover I was on Tuesday? I was so hungover that it hurt to breathe. Like, breathing was loud. I was like, and when I rolled over, I thought I might be throwing up any second. It was so bad.
Well, I smell the little hulls that you're sucking.
Yeah, right nothing. And then on Sunday night, I had to go. It was my nephew's CIF championship game for lacrosse. Mm. And so, in my state of unrest. I drove out there.
Oh, shit, no.
And went to the game.
No.
Everyone goes, yeah, we kind of like you like this. Because I just sat there.
You're all like,
yeah, I'm like,
just don't talk.
No cheering, no cheering.
Just don't talk.
Even when the referee, totally fucked up a call, I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, it was really bad.
Oh, poor girl. Mm. Well, you're another year younger.
But, you know what else started Tuesday?
Uh-oh.
And Nicholas doesn't believe me either. But, and everyone's been, giving me a hard time. Usually started my 3 months of no drinking.
3 months of no drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll get through that, no problem.
Yeah.
I know you will. I mean, it'll be more difficult for you when you do your big events, which you're known for. But you get through it. You've done it before.
I think everybody else has a more difficult time over me not drinking than I do.
Well, yes, we do, especially in a month from now.
Why, what's in a month?
When you are extra bitchy. And we just want you to drink.
I'm
We're
never
like, girl,
bitchy.
you need to drink.
I'm never bitchy.
Never.
But think about it. Yesterday, was yesterday Wednesday?
Yes. Today's Thursday.
Yeah, it was. I walked 17 and a half miles.
Wow. You must have spent the whole day walking.
I did, well, yeah, pretty much. I walked downtown, I walked around downtown, and then we went to the beach and we walked the beach. And also I have to do a little shout out to Doug Kolk and Frankie V, who were fighting over me the other night.
Oh, I love that.
For my birthday. It was sweet.
Well, yes, and we should give a little...
It was on Facebook and on Twitter. It started on Facebook, and then I guess Facebook wasn't enough, that then they started fighting on Twitter.
Well, I wonder if it was on the radio. I bet you it was, probably.
I don't know. I didn't get up that early the next day to find out.
Well, we should give a shout out to Doug Kolk, who has been on the show, and he is up in Los Angeles now.
KTLA.
Working for KTLA. He actually nabbed a really great interview with Lori Jean from the LA Gay and Lesbian Center, who was talking about the whole Manny Pacquiao thing. And he posted it on his Facebook page and was very proud of it, and it got a ton of likes and responses, and I was like, good for you, Doug.
I know, I love him. He is very fun.
He is wonderful.
He is
hot.
God, he is so hot.
Well,
he is so hot that he never has to get a girlfriend.
No, you just don't want him to ever get a girlfriend.
Well, that's true too. Well, unless it's like me.
Unless it's like you. Well, you already have 17,000 husbands in waiting.
I have fiancés, and we have about one less.
Oh, oops. And why is that again?
Why? Well, we talked about it last week during the show. Obviously,
we should talk about it again.
Someone didn't hear the show. Someone was supposed to call me for Palm Springs, and my phone still is. I should look. Let me look at the last.
Show me the text.
Let's look at the last date that I heard from this person, shall we? Please hold. Let me search for it.
Search for those texts.
All right, here we go. Here's the last text. That was on April 27th.
Oh, shit.
Oh, what is today?
May 17th.
Yes.
Wow, that's almost a month.
Yes, that was the last text.
Wow, that's a good marriage. Or that's a good engagement.
Yeah. It's when that's almost over.
Uh-oh. See what happens.
My other fiancés, especially i.e. Michael Saltzman, called me.
And took you to dinner,
and he took me to dinner. And he was all hugging up on me.
And he was wearing his yarmulke.
Yes, he was. And
you could be Jewish by injection.
And he said, and we even talked about our marriage contract if I would convert to Judaism.
To Judaism?
Yeah, whatever it is. I told him I was fine with it. I love a good Jewish wedding.
You would break the glass. You totally would. And then you could be a Mose widow. You could hang out on the other side of the bar with all the rest of the widows.
No. I would hang out at the bar. Be for real.
For real. You and David and all the rest of the wives.
I would be out of the bar. I'd be like, I'll see you later, honey. Goodbye.
I'll see you in 22 days. Text me.
I'll see you in your day off.
Right?
Yeah. No.
Well, your birthday week was amazing.
It was. I'm done with it, though.
We had Christina Monet on the show for They Said on Monday.
Yes. And for one, she didn't throw up at my house on Monday night.
Oh, well. But it's probably because she had to take care of you. Did she even make it?
No. She was really fucked up, too.
Oh,
let's not deny. Let's not deny. Didn't you see photos?
I did, yes. Yeah. I did. Interestingly, they were all from her camera. And they were all blurry as fuck.
Well, I don't know how to use my camera.
Okay.
I mean, I tried. I know I got some photos.
Well, I didn't see those. I saw the ones she took. They were all blurry as hell. Oh. With your other husband.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Brian, Beardy Brian.
And speaking of that, I don't have my calendar in front of me, but I'm going to be a guest on 619 Bearcast.
On 619 Bearcast, I love that. I love.
I think at the end of the month, like the 31st.
What are you going to dish this time? Fitbit.
We're going to talk about Fitbit, and you know, we'll naturally probably talk about you.
Of course.
Because you know the Bears love you.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either, but so we'll talk about you.
We love 619.
Last night I went to a little party.
You and all your events and parties.
No. So it was for Michael S.'s birthday. You know, Jeffrey's brother.
Yep. Jeff S.'s brother.
Yes, it was lovely. Mm-hmm. And you came up in the conversation at that party too.
Oh.
And what was really funny is they were asking me questions that I really didn't know the answer to.
Like what kind of questions? I want to know.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Stuff I'm sure you don't want to talk about on the air.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, so, but I'm like, well, I guess. I don't know, so there's a question. Well, don't you talk? And I'm like, well, yes, on Thursdays and Mondays.
On Thursdays and Mondays.
And they're like, you guys don't talk more than that? I'm like, well, no, because then otherwise, what would we have to talk about? Like,
that has become the ritual.
Yes.
I mean, for as long as I've known you, now the past 2.5 years we've done this show, we don't really talk except for Mondays and Thursdays.
We text each other important things that are not related.
Right, because then we'd fucking not talk at all on Thursday. Nothing to talk about.
Yeah. So they were shocked. And then again, I had to correct them because they too thought that we were in a relationship.
Or had been. I heard on Monday night, as a matter of fact, at your birthday at the Hall. Where's your...
Wait, you should whisper in case this is...
No, I won't say their name, but came down the stairs, you know, said hello to the people that were taking the money and everything, and then didn't even get into the door at the Hall. Oh, where's your girlfriend? And I'm like, are you talking about Donald? He's right there, over by the burger place, over by the little burger stand. No. Where's Ophelia? And I'm like, oh well, I think you walked in before us. I mean, she's probably behind the bar or whatever.
Behind the bar.
What did you get her for her birthday? Something sexy? And I was like, ew. No. And he looked at me like kind of dumbfounded, and I was like, ew.
Yeah.
No. I
don't think Moo-Moo's coming sexy.
A Starbucks gift card. How about that?
Yeah. So they all thought that we were.
Well, you know, in about 8 more years of doing this show, we might as well do a common law because.
But aren't you already common law too?
Pretty much.
I
think so. It's been 8 years.
Yeah. So I'm not worried about it.
No.
Then we'd have to negotiate.
Donald will get everything.
Our contracts and.
You can have my dog.
I was also putting. Oh, I love Heidi. I was also putting makeup on everyone at the Hall on Monday night, and those pictures are on Facebook too.
Oh, Lord.
Which is so funny. Several of them have taken them down.
Well, I think that drag queens specifically should not be allowed to take photos out when they're drunk, because all of Paris's photos and all of Christina's photos that they took from their phone. Blur, you can't see a fucking thing. And they post them. And I'm like, why the fuck would you post that photo? You can't see a thing.
Did you see the one on Facebook that me and Paris were wearing the matching? We were matching. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, I don't know if I could find it.
You can pull it up on break. I want to see that though.
It was really fabulous. We matched. It was like really, it was very cool. There was a difference between us matching. Oh wait, maybe this is it. Oh no, that's not it. Oh, it's on Facebook.
Okay, well I'll look on Facebook. Because you know I look on
at my
Facebook.
nephew though.
Wow.
Okay.
That's some hair you could cornrow.
I'm just saying. So what did you do this week for my birthday?
What did I do this week for your birthday? Well, you know, we're finally fabulously in our house, and it's pretty fantastic. I can't wait to have you over. Jay
are you going to cook dinner?
Didn't even come over. I'll have Donald.
I'm surprised Jay didn't come over.
Well,
seems
Jay
to be
didn't
falling behind.
He didn't come in. He came over, but he didn't come inside. But no, I'll have Donald cook, and
you'll have Donald cook.
I'm sorry, I should say, Donald will probably graciously cook. It'll be curry.
Why don't you have?
It'll be curry something.
Why don't you have Lolly come over and bring dinner?
Well,
and we could all have dinner together.
We are going to do that, and you'll be getting the invite in about a week and a half. But speaking of Loli, you know, Trent comes back from deployment next Wednesday.
Do you know what that means? Like a couple of days of not seeing them.
Exactly.
Speaking of coming back,
we're gonna have a big.
You know, the ships are coming back in.
Yes.
Oh, I need to get my voice back.
Yeah, you do.
Just
girl.
saying. Anyways,
you want it to be higher.
Okay, thank you. I don't want to answer the phone. They'd be like, Grandma. And the one ship hasn't been here in like a decade.
Right.
So that's a lot of old boyfriends coming back. It's like a reunion.
Well, and what about the
10 years ago? I was 18.
18, see? Well, what about
I was going to say 13.
What about the two that collided? And didn't they have to come back to port?
I know, isn't that? Yes.
So
well, no. They didn't have to come back. They were coming to San Diego.
Oh, they were coming.
They were both coming. And that's the one that hadn't been here in 10 years. Why can't I?
How the hell?
The Essex.
How the hell does that happen? You collide with another Navy ship?
Well, supposedly, not that I'm saying that I heard about it from anybody, but what happened, I guess, was that the waters were kind of choppy to begin with, and the one pulled up, and it was going a little bit faster than it should, and the one was it turned for waves, and it hit him. Boom.
So were they trying to race to shore? See who can get to shore faster? Oops. Oh, I didn't say that out loud.
I was just reading this, and it's very sad to me. Oh. I shouldn't have got on this. My friend Herb had to fly home for his dad's. And he was actually supposed to be flying into town tonight.
Oh, well,
that's so sad.
Sorry about that.
His parents were supposed to be flying into town tonight. I was actually going to meet him. That's sadness.
I know. Well, we'll talk about some other sadness when we come back from a break.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to talk about sadness today.
Well, it's only one sadness.
Oh, what is it? Prepare me. Tease me.
It's another famous dead person.
Oh, the one playing on the radio right now?
So we'll talk about that when we come back from break. We'll be right back. We're back. I did my best Brenda Vaccaro.
It was not very good.
We're back.
We're
back, talking live. And yes, when we went to break, we were talking about poor, sad
Donna Summer's
news. Donna Summer is dead. So now everyone is saying that because Kelly Rowland is coming to San Diego Pride, right?
Yeah.
So she's going to have a concert with Donna Summer and Whitney Houston as holograms at Pride. You know, kind of like they did at Coachella with Tupac.
Yeah.
I think that would be cute. She
All
could
right.
do like, I don't know, like what was that song? It was one of my favorite Donna Summer songs.
Enough is enough.
Yes, enough. Thank you.
That was Donna Summers and Barbra Streisand.
Yes, it's the only Barbra Streisand song I can listen to. Can't, you know, yes, she is a Jew goddess. I can't stand her. Can't stand the music. Sounds to me like she is. Never mind.
I'm glad I know that. I was listening to your tour the other day, Barbra Streisand.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I do enjoy her music.
You know, speaking of musicians.
I was listening to her and Liza Minnelli on my walk last week.
Oh, you were on that must have been a gay mix.
I don't even know what it was.
Gay
it was
playlist.
Yeah.
All show tunes all the time.
No, it was just every other song was either Barbra Streisand or Liza Minnelli.
Babs
it's like
and
we're
Liza.
being attacked.
Well,
charging the stage.
You know, producer Jay is hungry. He has to order some food. So.
Well, I think he's going to be eating crow pretty soon.
Uh-oh. But his mom still loves you.
Yeah, she does.
What were some other big things that happened in the news that we didn't get to talk about last week?
Why didn't we talk about it last week?
I don't know.
Well, can we talk about Junior Seau?
Yeah. We should talk about Junior Seau.
I mean, it's sad that, you know, he died, but now I'm kind of, there's a bunch of stuff happening that I'm kind of like, Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the whole thing with this restaurant, that just
closed, just abruptly and for good.
Right, which just doesn't make sense. And they said they want to do it to honor him and, you know, yada, yada, yada.
Well, he had like 12 partners in that restaurant.
Well, and that could be true, but what doesn't make sense is if you want to honor them, what I think they should have done, Well, they should have kept it open because people are going, you know what I'm saying? Which they hadn't gone for a while. So it was kind of actually making money in a sick kind of way. Just kind of like Donna Summer songs today are making money because people are downloading her music.
#1 on iTunes.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of sick how that happens, but it happens. It's like happens. Michael Jackson, everyone that, you know, I'm going to be rich when I'm dead. That's all I can say.
All right, that's why I'm keeping all the photos I have of you.
People will actually pay for this shit then. So, I don't know where I was going with that.
Junior Seau in the restaurant.
Oh, but what doesn't make sense is they were saying it was because of legacy and the profitability and yada, yada, yada. But the manager went in during happy hour and kicked everyone that was in the restaurant out and fired all of the staff right then and there, which means there was something else. What I think would have been better and would have stopped people from talking is if they would have said, for the next hour, it's open bar.
Thank you. There you go.
And cleaned it out and, you know what I'm saying, and got stuff gone and then locked everyone out and then was
Food's
like,
on the house.
Yeah.
Eat it up.
We're closed. But they didn't. They just kicked everyone out and then got people talking. So, you know.
Right. Well.
You weren't honoring the legacy of Junior Seau that way. You are making people very curious.
And question, and then Twitterverse starts going
and then the
on
Oceanside wants to name all that stuff after him. And then the 2 city council people that voted no, which I have to say is smart of them. I mean, you know me, I always like to look at a larger picture, and their points were very valid. That if they name it Junior Seau, then they're taking away from the possibility of making revenue later from businesses. So that's why they voted no, which is it's smart. And all cities are doing that. They're selling stadiums and, you know, the name rights for all that stuff. And they're, you know, it's what happened with Kodak. When Kodak went belly up, you know, the Kodak Theater, or what was formerly the Kodak Theater, is now somebody else can bid on it and becomes.
Well, it is now called something. I can't remember. Is it the Blockbuster or it's
the Kodak Theater?
Yeah.
Right now they're just calling it the formerly formerly Kodak.
But somebody did, because they've been talking about it a couple of times on, I know, the show that you don't really watch right now, American Idol. But it is called something now. Somebody bought rights for, I want to say maybe a year or 2 years.
Well, somebody bought, which doesn't make sense, but I heard that they bought the inside of it. So they're calling it the auditorium. So it's like, I think it's like the Blockbuster Auditorium.
Yeah,
and what was formerly the Kodak Theater.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Qualcomm. You know, like Qualcomm Stadium is one thing, but it's Jack Murphy Field or something like that. So the field is one thing, and the stadium is totally different. So,
but a lot of people, I mean, it's always going to be referred to, I think, as the Q. Don't you think?
Yeah, but I mean, remember years ago when it was Jack Murphy Stadium, and everyone, you know, even when it became the Q, everyone's like, oh, it's always going to be Jack Murphy Stadium, you know, and it didn't. So, yeah, it's going to be the Q until something else comes along, and then they buy it, and then, you know, it'll be forgotten. And
well, isn't that also kind of the same thing that happened with Sports Arena? I mean, what wasn't that called something?
No. It was always called the San Diego Sports Arena. Somebody tried to buy it. Viejas actually bought
something,
and so they're trying to call it the Viejas or Center,
something like that. Yeah,
and it's not catching on. It's just the Jack Murphy.
Sports Arena, right?
Yeah. So,
well, and it's the same thing that kind of happened with the amphitheater down in Chula Vista. Cricket, which is now Cricket, but I still refer to it as Coors.
Coors, right.
Coors Amphitheater.
Right. Yeah. No, I know.
Always will be Coors to me. I don't know why. Oh well, I mean, speaking of naming things, you know, we've got next week happening the big naming of Blaine Avenue to Harvey Milk Street.
I know, and you know what I find fascinating about that is, you know, when we had some certain people on our show a while back, I thought when they were talking about they were going to name Harvey Milk Street, I thought it was going to be Normal Street because it was supposed to be that whole thing that comes up, and then come to find out it's one itsy bitsy tiny little block.
Two blocks.
Oh, is it 2 blocks?
Yeah.
With nothing on it.
Pretty much.
You know, that nothing, nor will anything be on it. You know, there's no significance in the name. I mean, yeah, they're going to name it, and you know.
And from what I understand, that's one of the reasons why they chose Blaine versus Normal or versus Center, because it was there were no businesses that they had to worry about with the changing of the address and the name and for their mail and all that sort of stuff. There were a limited number of residents on that Blaine Street that it would affect, and no actual businesses.
Right. And
so that's why they chose Blaine, I guess.
On a personal note, the reason that I got so irritated over it is because the city just did, just remodeled or resurfaced, streeted in front of my house.
Right.
And there are 3 addresses right there, three houses that were once on one street and now they're on another street.
Oh,
and we cannot even bring it up to them to get to adjust the street for convenience. I mean, not because of some freaking name. We just wanted to go from one street to another street, which is logical. And they're like, oh no, it's way too complicated. It's 3 friggin' houses.
3 houses, right.
How difficult is that?
Right. Well, and that's the funny thing about it with Blaine. I think it affected 17 residents.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's a lot easier to deal with residents than it is businesses. But for 3? I mean, come on, for real.
They want to change it. So, when I call a cab or something, I can't give out my actual address because my actual address no longer exists.
So was yours one of them that changed?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. So my house is not on the same street that it was before.
Oh. Did they? So, I mean, because you had a massive street there in front of you.
They closed all it off and went to one street.
I'm going to have to go drive by there. So they didn't put a little, is there a park?
No, they extended my yard out to the... Yeah.
Wow. Is there any grass in your yard yet?
No, it's mulch.
It's mulch.
It's lovely mulch.
I love that. No watering required.
Yeah. It looks like a Section 8 town. I like it.
So you don't ever have to worry about when the dogs come by your yard and they have to go poo. Go ahead.
No. That I want them to clean up. But no, I look at, people drive by my house and they're like, oh, there's nothing in there we need to go get. Not in there we need to go bother.
Well, but they saw that you put some fancy new windows in there, so they might want to check out what you got inside.
Still they don't care.
They're like, no, never mind. Bitch might want to paint.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What's some other news that we have?
The gay flag went up.
The gay flag was approved. The gay flag.
Yeah, which is
the
bullshit.
Rainbow flag was approved. Yes, it was.
Yeah. I love how, never mind. I just think that it's crazy that, city council, why do they have these groups, these planning groups, and then go against whatever the planning groups say? I mean, the planning group, which is a group of citizens that,
are appointed as commissioners.
Right. And they, didn't even care about what they had to say. No. And I loved all the little people with their little rainbow flag in the city council office. Oh, God, I just wanted to slap them.
Yes, they definitely were there, and it was approved unanimously for them to put the 65-foot tall flagpole with the 12 by 18 something flag. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so that is going to happen, and so everybody's wondering who's going to be the first person to crash into the pole, who's going to be the first person to pole sit, what's going to happen when the flag is stolen and ruined. So now there's going to be all this stuff happening. So, but that's 2 pretty significant things that have happened in a matter of 2 weeks. Harvey Milk Street, and then the pole. So, I wonder if we're done.
Maybe they can play Donna Summer's music out there.
Can we be done with all of that now?
The what?
All of the naming of streets and the flagpoles and all of that stuff? Or is there something else everybody's going to plan?
Yeah, something else.
Oh, no, there's something else.
Oh, what?
The Matthew Shepard Hate Crimes Memorial and the park that they want to do at the opposite end of the street where the pole is going to be. San Diego Remembers, the whole foundation, they're planning to do that. They actually wanted the whole flagpole thing to be incorporated in their park somehow, but it just didn't happen as quick as they would. That, to me, would have made more sense further up the street. Maybe they could have had that. Whatever. Anyways, so there's more to come. Just letting you know.
Yay.
Yay. So much for the planning commission. I want to be on the planning commission. Are you commissioner of anything?
No.
Oh, only in Lakeside.
Only in Lakeside.
She plans trails.
Yes, only in
Trails,
Lakeside.
bitches. How's that going, by the way?
Oh, they love me out there.
What have you guys done? What have you blocked?
People closing off trails.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So your whole thing is you want to maintain the trails so people can ride their horses.
Yes.
And you don't want the businesses or people who own the property to close off the trails?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And how long have the trails been up there for the horses to ride?
Well, the thing about it is that the trails are just proposed. They're not even trails yet.
They're not
proposed.
Oh, okay.
And so anywhere on this proposed line, it could move a half a mile either direction. And all what we're saying is that we want it all so that it can. You know, that they won't move it too much.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's got to be miles and miles of trails.
There is.
Okay.
There is. But what's happening is that people are closing them off so that people on their horses are actually getting hurt trying to get to them because there's not easy access to them anymore. So they're trying to move them down to like where you have to go through, you know, ravines and, you know, under bridges and stuff like that.
So making it kind of like crazy like it is at Iron Mountain. Like the trails at Iron Mountain are crazy.
Right.
Speaking of Iron Mountain, did you hear about the dude that got the rattlesnake bite?
That was a hoax?
That was a hoax?
Yeah, total hoax.
They had the fucking helicopters and the paramedics and everything come in.
But what I loved is they were like, oh, it was good training. At least they found the positive in it.
Well, see, you know, they could spin the news.
These gay boys are really getting into the Donna Summer music.
Yes,
it's
they
like
sure
a Donna
are.
Summer's concert.
Well,
suddenly.
you know, she was the diva of the 70s. Disco wouldn't have existed.
Well, she was a diva, but let's not forget that she also then became a reborn again Christian and denounced all homosexuality and thought that, you know, homosexuals were evil, deviant beings.
Oh, did she? I thought that was Vanity.
No, but that was her, and it was also Donna Summer.
It was Donna Summer, really? I think the thing that surprised me was I had no idea she was sick. I didn't know she had cancer.
She had cancer, lung cancer.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that at all.
Yep. So, I mean, I just think that's interesting that all the gay bars are celebrating somebody that actually fought against them.
See? You learn something every day.
That's another reason people don't do research.
This is how Ophelia sees it. We're going to get her own wiki. You can connect to it right from our
Do you know what I'm going to do this weekend, though?
What?
Speaking of fun stuff that I'm going to be doing, I am going to go to the commissioning ceremony for the new ship that's in town, the San Diego, the USS San Diego.
Oh, well, smell you.
I'm actually going on base and sitting in the seats while they commission it.
Well, I got to see the...
So I can meet some of my future...
ex-husbands?
Friends.
Well, I know you don't watch American Idol this season.
No, I do not.
But we did actually get to see a little bit of the inside of it today because Jessica Sanchez from San Diego is one of the 3 finalists, whatever. And she did a whole big ceremony thing there on the USS San Diego. So, good for her.
So I'm going to go down there.
Wow. Get yourself a hat.
I'm planning on it.
Well... How about get me a hat and get producer Jay a hat and get you something entirely different?
I'll have to think about producer Jay.
You'll have to think about that one.
I might forget.
I think the USS San Diego should have a feed of our show playing on on one of the screens that are in their media room. Well, as much as we like to talk about the Navy boys.
Well, and as much as they know me.
Oh my God, that shit would be off 24/7. They'd be like, don't look at that because I know her. They'd be all.
They're like, oh her.
Oh her.
Oh her.
Or they'd be all like, oh wait, I've been to her house before. I think. I don't know. I'm not sure.
That's rude.
All right, we should take a break and come back and talk about more stuff.
I don't know. Bye.
So we'll be right back. We're back. Wow, there's flies flying around everywhere, right in front of us. I hope they're not coming from your purse.
I don't have...
From your purse.
I don't have any need for flies.
Well, a couple of big things that are coming up. The Harvey Milk Diversity Breakfast, which is next Friday. Big shout out to the center for putting that together. The shit is sold out, so don't even try to get a fucking table or a ticket, because it is gone, gone, gone. Are you going?
No.
No. I will be there. I will be there and dress up in a little tie and suit. And it's like the one time of the year that I will do that. I do it twice a year and that's it.
To put on a suit and a tie?
Yeah, I fucking hate it. That's why I stopped working in corporate America. I mean, I don't wear a suit and tie for a reason. Well, I don't think you could fit those in a suit and a tie anyways. Although, when you put on your nice little dresses when you go to some court functions, you do look very business lady.
Regalish.
Yes, okay.
Regalish.
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 Tonight you're doing a fun event for one of our favorites.
Yes, for the San Diego Flag Football League. I'm going to be auctioning off jerseys. Jerseys.
It's called Cleats and Briefs.
Yes.
Is that kind of an homage to the Boots and Briefs from the rodeo?
Yes, kind of. People will be able to buy their jerseys. And if you buy their jerseys, then I'm going to take them off. They're going to get to take them off.
Oh, okay. Then
I'm going to start doing it once a month.
Do they get to take the person whose jersey they bought out on a date?
That is up to them. That is for them to discuss.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fucking whore, bitch.
She's not a madame.
No. And then in next month, in June, we're doing another one with the swim team. And we're going to be auctioning off their swimsuits.
Oh, fabulous.
Yes.
So they are going to wear them and then people will buy them and they'll take them off?
Yes.
Well, well, well.
That's next month in June.
What's in July? You're going to auction off the bowler's balls.
No, let's hope not.
You're like,
they want to make money.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So the money that is going to be raised tonight goes to help the Flag Football League with their expenses and putting on their end of the year.
And their jerseys are really cool.
Oh yeah, I love their jerseys.
Not that these people that are watching this tonight would know, but we'll talk about it next week.
Well, no, they'll see them. They'll see photos and posts. And, I mean, we have posted many times about flag football. Trust, they know what flag football is.
And I'm going to be doing it sober.
Oh, girl, see? And with a little bit of a voice now.
Yes.
See what happens when you come and see me?
Maybe
it was all producer Jay. Maybe he made you have a voice now.
What, so I can yell at him when the show's over? Probably.
Let's give a quick shout out to Chris Yum Yum, who did our new little postcards.
They look good.
They do look good.
He photoshopped me to filth. I'm saying.
You look amazing.
I didn't even know who it was. I'm like, who the hell is doing my job?
You're like, I love this photo.
Yeah.
For our new little postcards and our posters that you'll be seeing around everywhere and on Facebook and online. So thank you very much for doing those for us.
He is going to be in charge. He is now my Photoshop director.
Okay, well, see, trust. He's going to be here tonight, and you're going to have to let him know.
Yes, he will be the one to Photoshop me. All photos are going to have to go through Chris.
Make me look like I have a fabulous smile and no wrinkles.
God.
And one chin.
Yeah. Well, part of the reason I quit drinking is, because I've been walking so much and stuff, I can lose weight. So I'll be skinny again in no time.
Well, I'm excited for you.
Yeah.
Because, it's been that thing for me. I've had nothing but boyfriends, and I call it the boyfriend weight. I have decided that it is nothing but a plan for boyfriends to make me fat.
Well, I've just decided that I'm just going to start working on myself, so I'll be ready for next summer.
For next summer?
Yes. Next summer I'll be able to go.
So you're giving yourself a year and more.
I'll be able to go bathing suit shopping next summer.
Well, I have to tell you, I had to comb through a lot of photos in order to send to Chris for our little postcards that he made. And wow, I found some amazing photos of you. I found one of you where we did our show at the Hole.
Yes.
And you were standing there in the tightest shirt and the tightest fucking jeans that you ever had in your whole life.
Was I skinny?
With a sash on, and I'm like, I didn't even know who that was. I had to look again. I was like, damn!
I was skinny. Now look at me, moo-moos.
Moo-moos. Well, you look very nice tonight, so.
Because it's stretchable fabric.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
When we get a year older.
I haven't even went and spray tan because I'm afraid of what Rich would say. You're gonna be like, ooh.
He'll be like, girl, lift up that fold.
Yeah, thank you. Can you lift that fold up on your knee?
Oh shit! That's what we should go video.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Fabulous.
All right. Well, we want to give a shout out to everybody at Urban Modes because we love them so much. Gouda and the whole crew and Krisha and everybody. And you're gonna have fun tonight. And I think producer Jay and I might stick around and see if we can win us some jerseys. Or wait, is it cleats or jerseys that we're buying? It's jerseys. Okay.
Oh God! Could you imagine buying cleats?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yucky.
I don't got no kind of foot fetish. Ew, gross.
Oh Lord. No.
All right. We'll see everybody next week.